I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watching this video right now have experienced riding the bus to school or have experienced a bus ride at least once. And if you haven't, just know you're pretty lucky, because I've been taking the bus since like middle school, and throughout the years it has become one of the most horrible things I have experienced. From the bus drivers to the kids, and from just having to catch the bus in general. It has been a long journey. But today, I'm going to be covering all the shenanigans that come with riding the bus to school. First thing I want to talk about is getting on the bus in the morning. This was always one of the worst parts of the day, because knowing you have to wake up early after only getting about 4 to 5 hours of sleep with zero time to eat breakfast, and also having to sleepwalk your way to the bus stop. Man, it is painful, and you wake up thinking every day, I gotta do this again? And there's nothing that scares me more than knowing I'm late for the school bus. So now I gotta hit the dash just so I don't get left behind. But the worst thing is when it snowed and now the sidewalks are all icy. So now you gotta basically ice skate all the way to the bus while trying not to slip and fall in front of everyone at the bus stop. It's always something new every morning. And to add on to that, my bus driver is always showing up to the stop either 25 minutes early or like an hour late. It's never the same time every day. And it's even worse when you get a substitute driver, because for some reason they always take the longest routes to get to your stop. So they always end up like 2 hours late. And I have to say, one of the most agonizing parts of missing the bus is having to tell your parents you missed the bus. It's already bad, but it's even worse when your parents are dead asleep. So now you have to come up with a reason on why you missed the bus before you try to wake them up. But next, you got the type of kids you have to ride to school with. If you ride the bus to school, you know there are multiple types of people on the bus. Some chill and others just make the ride as horrible as they can. First off, we got the 6 a.m. crackheads. These kids wake up early in the morning and decide to yell at the top of their lungs. The person they're talking to will usually be a seat away from them, and they still decide to start yelling and screaming like a pack of hyenas. And it's even worse when they're in a group. You'll have some headphones on listening to music and be on the verge of sleep, and all you hear is, Next, we got the seat hoggers. This usually happens when the bus is packed to the rim and there's 2 people to every seat, except for 1 seat. These kids decide to hog a whole seat to themselves. And even if they know all the seats are full, they still refuse to share a seat. And they either refuse to share their seat, or they slide over a little bit, but give you barely any room to sit. They'll literally scoot over and give you like 1 centimeter of room. This is bad, especially when the bus driver hits a huge speed bump. Now you're sitting on the floor. Now, I've been in this situation before, and I don't feel like giving up my seat either. So I would just set my backpack next to me, but someone will still end up asking. I would still say sure, but I would hate it while we're riding. Next, we got the annoying kids who would throw random objects, which will always end up hitting someone in another seat. I don't know how these kids found enjoyment in this, but what was even worse is these kids will always have precise aim. They would be in the back of the bus headshotting everyone with things like pencils, glue sticks, and paper balls. And I'm not gonna lie, even though this was annoying, I gotta give them their flowers because their aim was immaculate. These were the kids who usually started the fights, especially if they hit a kid who wasn't going for it that day. They would still stand on business and try to fight back, but they would always end up getting the brakes beat out them. But last but not least, we got the people who sat in the back of the bus. Growing up, the back of the bus was always known for where the random and suspicious activities took place. It would be things like people having roast sessions, brawls, smoking, making out, and other things. So basically it was where all the chaos occurred. So much went down in the back of the bus, especially fights. You would just be sitting there when out of nowhere a whole Royal Rumble starts with like 10 people throwing straight haymakers. Also, people would just be having a good roast session, then someone decides to take it too far. Now they're having a whole UFC match in the back of the bus. Roast sessions will go from making fun of each other's appearances straight to insulting parents and dissing each other's dead family members. It can be funny while you're laughing, but straight humiliating if you're a part of one. You can go from laughing along with others to being the one getting roasted in the span of 30 seconds.
Get your unpaid raw wave looking boy on my baby boy. Yo like a deep fried obese bitch. You know, little ugly boy. And your back big.
Hold on. Why you laughing? Nah. Why you laughing like you're not the ugliest one here? Nah, cause I'm really trying to figure out why he laughing. Onion boy. The bus drivers I've had were always pretty chill, but occasionally you have them uptight bus drivers that will get upset at the slightest thing. Hey, get your foot out the aisle!
Huh?
Right now! Hey, get your foot out the aisle right now!
Huh?
The aisle should be clear! Clear out the aisle! I remember in middle school, I had this old bus driver who would literally stop the bus every time someone did something slightly wrong. Put your foot in the aisle, she would stop the bus. Talk loud, she would stop the bus. Open a bag of chips, she would stop the bus. She would always do this for the simplest thing. But I've always felt bad for the older drivers because every time a fight would break out in the back of the bus, they would always have to sprint to the back of the bus and try to break up the fight. But that never ended well, cause imagine an old man trying his hardest to break up a fight between teenagers. Hey, why y'all fighting? Stop that right now! Quit it! Hey!
Falcon!
Ah! Yeah, that usually always ended up in the bus driver getting the Mario coins knocked out of him. But school fights on the bus were always a good time. If you liked this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment any interesting school bus stories you've had. Also, if you want to support the channel a little more, you can send super thanks in the comments of my videos below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Yo, if you like this video and want to see more videos like this one, make sure you like and subscribe and also hit that notification button to stay notified for when I post. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.